Welcome back to the My Managed Career Wrexham. We're going to jump straight into the action in this one, but what an absolute tear of form Super Mullen has been in the last couple of episodes. Hopefully he can continue that in this one. First up, we've got Stevenage, who currently sit in 15th position. In their last 5 matches, they've lost 2, won 1, and then drew 2 as well. Now, we were talking a little bit about the midfield in the last episode, and in this one, we are going to go with Eliza Just in the cam position, with Rathbone moving back into the centre midfield position. I think that combination down the right-hand side with Barnett has been working well. And, of course, delivering the ball up to Super Mullen, 7 goals in his last 3 matches. What an absolute tear of form he's been on. This does mean Elliot Lee does move to the bench, because Dominic Russell, the Youth Academy graduate, does hold down that left centre midfield position. Now, looking in the back line, we've got McLean, we've got Brunt, we've got Clearworth, and then, of course, Barnett. Marriott will also be partnering Mullen up front, who has been no slouch in his own regard. He has been in tremendous form as well. Been a little bit more of a ball distributor to Mullen in recent time, but definitely strongly involved in the attacking flow of Wrexham. Coop with the ball, and Marriott pushing across here. The ball goes out, so it should be a throw-in. We're in a good position for this one. Down to Rathbone. Taps it back into Just. He finds Russell, takes a shot. Saved there by Cooper. That was a good attempt there by the young kid. Now it's a corner here, 7 minutes into the match. Into the box here. Dobson goes up, but unfortunately couldn't get a clean header to it. Rathbone should be able to get across here, but it might beat him to the sideline. Quick throw in here. Down to Barnett. Back into Just here. To Dobson. Settles it. Oh, beautiful pass to Marriott. Marriott, shot. Oh, goal for Mullen, but that should be a mark for Marriott on that one. It was millimetres away from going over the line. And Paul Mullen, just being safe there, I would say, with obviously the defender sliding across. Let's have a look how close that was. Could the defender get a foot to it? Potentially, if he wasn't there. And he just made sure we picked up the first. He owes Marriott a drink for that one, that's for sure. But I'm sure he'll deliver something back for him in the near future. Ball down to Kemp at the moment here for Stevenage. Out to Young. Brunt slides across. McLean gets back into position. Just pushing up, just trying to stay aggressive. The problem with the diamond setup in the middle is defensively we want to default back into the middle, but that's a beautiful pass there from Mullen. Marriott here tripped up. Now I'm surprised it wasn't even a yellow, let alone a red on that one. That's a big call there by the ref. Beautiful pass there from Mullen. Oh, short ball. And almost paid off for Eliza Just for his first goal. Mullen saw him wide open in the box. Instead of trying to go over the wall, he just passes it into his cam. And it almost paid off. Stevenage was napping. Rathbone with the ball here. Down to Just. Nice long ball down to Marriott. The defence once again slides across. Pushing up here, Barnett. Dropping back here, playing reserve. Marriott almost got the ball off him on that one. Dobson with the defensive display there. He's been great in that centre defensive mid position. Ball out to Marriott here, gets on the outside. Beautiful pass. Back into the box. Unfortunately, defender once again gets a foot to it. Rathbone sliding out. 15 minutes out from the break. Can we score a second? Barnett pushing down here. Defensively, unfortunately, miscues on that. Rathbone comes across. Nice defensive play by him, supporting his back line. Marriott. Nice play there by Marriott. Aggressively pushing up. Calls on the mistake. Sets himself. Oh. He could have taken that shot himself there, but he thought of the team on that one and passed the ball into the inside for Mullen. After a great defensive display by him, aggressively pushing up on the back line, calls a mistake. And that's the challenges Stevenage will face if they keep being conservative here and passing the ball along the back line, is we are quite aggressive with our front four. So we will make them pay if they continue to do it. Just sliding up here. Nice play. Ball into the middle here to Mullen. And just like that, we're 3-0 before the break. Tactic here from Stevenage has got to change for them. They trying to go conservative, passing along the back line, trying to wait for an opening. And our front four at the moment are aggressive in defence, causing counter-attack, and we've been able to capitalise on each one. Great display there by them. Marriott sliding across here, Butler with the ball. Nice play here, Marriott does break it off, and that's going to be it for the first half. So we do go into the break with a 3-point lead, and that is on the back of Super Mullen with the hat-trick. So that form continues for him at the moment, scoring 3 off 3 attempts. Obviously the first one was a little bit of a gimme, obviously getting a header to it when it was on the line, but the goal's a goal for him, and he's got another hat-trick. Ball down the middle here, but the pass wasn't the best. Marriott's going to have to slide across. Same with Russell here. Freeman with the ball. James Walding. Ball back into the back line here. Mullen almost got across there. Just pushing down as well. Thompson back to the keeper in Cooper. He does clear it out, but we should be able to get underneath this one. Down to Just. Down to Rathbone. Accelerates. Finds Marriott. Shots. Unfortunately, he hooks it. Trying to find that left post, and he was unable to find the corner. A good movement there, but unfortunately unable to come up with another goal. Clearworth's going to take a break here with Scar coming on. Give him that game time he desperately wants. And then we potentially might do a couple more changes throughout this second half, being that we do have that 3-point advantage. McLean pushing down here, trying to stay aggressive. James Wilding with it. Into the middle to Freeman. Russell pushing down. Clearance here. McLean's going to get underneath this one. Dobson. Slow pass there from Dobson. But Scar with a nice defensive display there. Barnett back to Rathbone. Down to Just. But Roberts comes across there defensively. Bit risky here with a little chip over to Cooper. But he does clear it out. Brunt underneath that one. Russell to Rathbone. Gets on the outside of his defender. Into the middle. He really needed Just to run that line there. The hole opened up ready for him. But he just stood back a little bit reserved. That was a real opportunity for Just to get his first. Ball goes wide here. Dobson sliding across. Barnett getting in there as aggressively as well. Russell gets pushed off the ball. McLean's going to have to slide across. James Walding with it at the moment for Stevenage. Mullen pushing down. Nice defensive display there by Mullen. Steals it, but unfortunately loses it straight away. Just picks up the ball here. Back to Mullen. Down to Marriott. Wide open goal opportunity here. Marriott, but it's Cooper with the safe hands. And the ball goes out. We're going to do a switch out here. Elliot Lee will come on for Elijah Just. And we'll keep him fresh for the second game coming up. Another great performance by him. Really finding his form in the middle of the field. Ball into the box here. Unfortunately unable to capitalise on that one. Elijah Just is... preferred position is a right winger, but I feel that potentially we look to move him as a cam. He's still young. Pass here by Mullen into Marriott. Shot. Cooper once again. Safe hands. Lee pushing down. Nice defensive play by him. Gets the ball back into Marriott. Nice play to Russell. Takes a shot. Unfortunately blocked there by the defence. Roberts with the ball at the moment. Out to James Walding. Now, talking about Elijah Just, he is a right winger, preferred position. He is still quite young, so we could move him into a cam and obviously start his development plan in that. Dobson with the steal here, and he does give it back up there. That's an option, but ultimately, at the moment, even though he's a right winger, even with his development plan as a winger, it still seems to work in our favour at the moment. So, do we change it? Do we not? That will depend on the time frame on which it will take to convert into a cam position. So Paul Mullen does pick up the game ball, 4 attempts, 3 goals, tremendous form at the moment, and we're going to definitely need it in the next match of the episode. We've got Rotherham coming up, who are currently in second position. Now looking at the stats of the game, we've got a 69-31 split on possession, and of course Paul Mullen, man of the match, 10 out of 10 performance, and Eliza Just was a 9.8. Now before we get into the second match of the episode, we've got to have a quick look at the Youth Academy. This is potentially the transfers that we do have going out on loan. So we've got Dylan Moore that will be going out, hopefully. We've got Roberts, we've got Mason. And then the one sale that we'll look to do here is Lean Shepherd. Being that it is Roma who have come knock in, it is a potential for them to play for a quality squad. He is only 16 years of age, and we could pick up potentially $1 million from that. So it would definitely pay for the scout we used to find him. So we'll see if we can potentially pick up that money from there. We obviously got quite a few centre midfielders that we've currently got in the development squad. We've got Russell, who is in the starting lineup. There is potential that we might look for a veteran, being that we'll be in the Championship League next season. We obviously got Elliot Lee that's in the squad, but being that we play with the diamond setup, I think that potentially we need to look for a couple of additional players in that centre mid. We won't look to spend too much money. We might just have a look into the free agency and see if we can pick someone up on a free, and only look to be paying them, a minimum salary with a bit of a signing bonus. Now, looking at the latest scouting report coming out of Wales for the left and right back positions, not a lot of good ones coming through, unfortunately, on this one. It is only a 4-star judgment with the scouting of Oscar, but so far not so good when it comes to a potential superstar coming through the ranks. We do have Bailey, we do have Griffiths, who potentially could be 2 options that we look to pick up. Bailey obviously can play the centre-back position, as well as Griffiths plays the left and right back. He is 17 years of age, so we will move them across to the senior squad and have a look at their development. Now, he's 6'3", he's only 16 years of age, so he's a big kid, just needs a bit of growth in a couple of areas and could be a real good backup in the next couple of seasons. Of course, with Dylan, we normally go false back with the development plan of anyone coming through the youth academy, but his speed and dribbling, and that's pretty good for left and right back position. But looking at his defending, I think that is probably the area the biggest improvement needed for him, and we'll focus on that. But also for his physical, it does boost his strength and aggression as well. So that will be the development plan that will go with Dylan. And then with Bailey, potentially we would go the defender, stopper, or ball playing defender. I haven't done a development plan yet for a centre back. Looking at the stats that needs to improve, defensive awareness is probably the biggest key for that one. His header accuracy is only 11, which is atrocious for a guy that's 6'3". Supposedly that is a glitch in FC25, so hopefully a patch in the future can improve that one. Now with Dylan, we will move him across to the senior squad. Potentially we'll send him out on loan, but he is 57 overall, so he's not far off from where our 2 left and right back positions are at the moment. But we've got Rotherham coming up next, second place, so this is a big one. They've won 4 of their last 5 matches, obviously losing 1 in between. So they're definitely on a bit of a win streak at the moment. But this man here scored 3 in his last. He's in absolutely superb form, and hopefully that can continue in this one. He's got a little bit of a combination working with Just at the moment in that cam position. Obviously in the last episode, the start to that was phenomenal. And we saw some real good signs in that first match where that form with the 2 of them will continue. We obviously got the best home record at the moment while we lead the League One competition. Now looking at the starting lineup for us here in front of the home fans, we will go with Rathbone in the centre mid position with Russell. Dobson, of course, holding down the forward in the centre defensive mid. And then we'll have Marriott and Mullen up front. Hopefully get in some goals in this one and moving forward with another 3 points. Defensively, we've got to be on our A game here. Obviously, Stevenage was a lower squad in the league. where Rotherham will come out to play, and defensively Clearworth push up there. He doesn't get the ball and we're out of position, and who else but Nombi scores the first here for Rotherham. And this is not the start we want here against second place. That was way too easy to move straight through the middle of the pack. Clearworth come up defensively but miscued. Brunt unable to slide across. McLean doesn't support as well. Nkonkwo unable to get a hand to that one. Not the best start. 4 minutes in here. We're down by 1. Ball out to Rathbone. Down to Barnett here. Dancing. He'll find just in the middle. Steps around his defender. Tried to get around the next one, but unfortunately, aggressive play there by Rotherham. McLean with the ball here at the moment. Tripped up. So it's going to be a penalty. Russell with the ball here. Quick play the ball here to Just. Does have Marriott. Needs to run a line here, Marriott. Gets on the outside of his defender. Not a way to get around. Rathbone takes a shot. Blocked. Unfortunately, cleared out here by the defence. Back to Rathbone. And again, blocked there. Holmes with the ball. Nice play there by Clearworth. Russell down to McLean. Into the middle here. Needs just to run a line, but blocked there by Powell. Dobson, nice defensive play there. Barnett to Rathbone. Back to Dobson. Rathbone with the ball. Defensively pushing up on him at the moment. He's going to get it out to Barnett. Settles it down to Marriott, but wasn't the best. Oh, beautiful play there by Barnett. Stops any momentum. But unfortunately, the ball goes out. We're unable to get a steal. Ball into the middle here. Marriott trying to slide across, trying to stay aggressive. Rathbone doing the same. Clearworth having to push down. Clark Harris with the ball. Ball into the middle to Holmes. He brings the ball back there. Great play there. Nombi with the ball, but nice play there by Clearworth. McLean to Dobson. Going to get it over to Rathbone, who's going to clear it out to Barnett. Marriott down the middle, but the pass wasn't with enough power. Just unable to find him. Rathbone sliding across, trying to get in front defensively. Dobson's going to have to slide as well. Nice play there by Dobson. Rathbone down to Just. Mullen needing to run a line, but again the pass couldn't get past Humphreys. Rotherham's defence has been a fortress at the moment. Ball goes wide here. Nombi with it at the moment. Brunt comes across. Nice play. Poor pass there from Dobson. Russell fighting for it at the moment. That's a great play by the young kid. Barnett out to Rathbone. Down to Marriott. Pass into Mullen. Probably should have went to Just instead. Brunt, nice defensive play there. Squashes him. We get the ball to Barnett, but that's going to be the first half. We currently trail here in this one. 1-0 after a real poor start. A goal in the 4th minute for Nombi. Defence did pick up their game. Obviously letting in that early one. And they have performed after that. So hopefully that is the last of the goals we allow in. Ball to Dobson. He's going to get it over Rathbone, who's going to poor pass out to Clearworth. And the counter-attack here. Dobson trying to fight back here at the moment. Tries to cut it off. Nice play there by Brunt. That was a real bad pass there by Rathbone, putting the defence under pressure. They'll be smarter than that. The squad is not a bottom league team. They're second place, so we've got to play like that. Brunt with the defensive play. But it's going to be a penalty on that one. No quick play the ball here. Should be going into the box. It does on the edge. McLean underneath that one, just with the ball at the moment. Poor pass across there to Dobson. But he does settle it here. Down to Rathbone. He's got Just on the inside, but he finds Marriott instead. Pass through to Mullen. Beautiful pass, but unfortunately Dawson, the keeper, comes out and snags that ball. Brunt underneath it, down to Russell. Settles it back down to Just. Beautiful pass, down to Mullen. Sets himself. Mullen gets the first in this one, 34th of the season. And of course, it had to be Super Mullen who would get our first chocolates. A great pass here by Just, straight in front of him, able to continue his momentum into the box. And we're able to tie it all up here in the 64th minute. Now we've still got time to pull off a victory here. We've just got to defend well and attack and take our opportunities. It was a nice defensive play there, but unfortunately Mullen does lose it. Rathbone sliding across defensively, puts the pressure on him. Ball down the middle here, into the box to Mullen. Oh, Super Mullen. He's in absolute tremendous form. Celebrate with the fans. We pick up that 1 point advantage here. A double whammy here in the 60th minute. He just stabs it into the corner there. Nice play there by Mullen. Great ball there from Rathbone. And we now got that 1 point advantage here, 70th minute. Dobson pushing down, trying to get it in front defensively. Nice block there by Rathbone. Ball out to Russell here. That's a little bit too far defensively. He does pick it up. Can he get the ball back into the middle? Poor pass there, but he does regather it. And another poor pass there by the young kid. That's the skill set difference between, a veteran and a rookie. He does get a clean ball there to McLean though. And even McLean, I'm talking about clean passes from a vet to a rookie. You can't get much more difference between the two. And he also absolutely crumbles under the defence. Just sliding across here. Same with Russell. Almost gets a foot to it. McLean, nice defensive play. He takes the ball out here. We are 7 minutes left of normal time. We've got that 1 point advantage at the moment. Ball to Nombi for Rotherham. Back to the wing. McLean sliding across. Nice defensive play there by McLean. He's going to find a nice ball through to Just. He's got Marriott trying to step around. Ball goes out to Rathbone. That's a beautiful pass out to Rathbone. Settles it in the box. Almost got it through to Just. That would have been a great goal. Wilkes out to McWilliams. Rathbone sliding across at the moment. Dobson's going to have to do the same. Rathbone, nice defensive play there by him. Mullen, ball down to Marriott. There's the delivery. Marriott. And he scores one here. Was that the return favour from that earlier match where he stole the header? Ball straight down the middle, and we get that 2 point advantage here in extra time. We pick up the 3 points. It was Marriott with his 20th of the season. Nice ball straight between the two defenders. And he just finds the right side of the net. He's in tremendous form as well, Marriott. I think, Mullen can overshadow him at times, being that he has been in superb form. But Marriott has definitely been solid. We do need to look for the future, being that they're both in their 30s. So we will continue testing the waters with Mo Fowl, but we also might look at the transfer window before it closes on a potential young replacement. We've got a 50-50 split on possession, and Paul Mullen, 10 out of 10 performance. Of course, after those 2 goals and obviously 1 assist. Now, we have been looking in the free agency for a potential upgrade in the centre mid position, being that we do have the Championship League coming up next season. With all accounts where we're heading, we definitely should be getting promoted. Dylan Moore has gone out on a 6-month loan. So we have looked at a potential upgrade to the centre mid area, being that we do have Rathbone, we've got Just, we've got Elliot Lee, and then we've of course got Russell. It's mainly for depth as well. He brings experience. He's 30 years of age, but he's 75 overall. He wants critical at the moment. We couldn't evaluate that in 6 months' time when we look to potentially renew his contract. We'll look to do 2 years. So we've got 2 years. He obviously wants critical on that one. We don't want a release clause. We're happy with that. And then with his wages, we'll look around the $10,000, but we'll remove the additional bonus. Signing bonus, I'm happy with $62,000. That seems to be fair. But looking at wages, I think around that 10,500, I'm happy with that. And I've accidentally hit the button on there trying to give away my whole money. Let's make that adjustment real quick here. So it was around 10,500. We'll go 10,717 just to quickly go there. And with that as well, actually, I might bring the money down to 32,000. Being that he is a free agency player, so I'm sure he'll be happy with the 32,000 signing bonus, and that is it. So we get a new centre midfielder with Samuel Gustafsson, who is 30 years of age. He's 75 overall, so plenty of upside on that one. And I think a real boost to that midfield position. Obviously, he can cover multiple positions. If we potentially move up the tactics and have two centre defensive mids, he can play that position. Obviously, he can play the centre mid positions. I don't think he'll be the best in the cam, but there's at least 3 spots that he can cover across the squad. So a great addition, I think, especially on a free coming through the free agency pool. And it only costs us an extra 32,000 in signing bonus. So I think an overall great success for us and a real position changer for us going into the next season. We obviously need to add depth to the squad, but I think this signing really gives us balance around that midfield. We obviously got the young Russell coming through the ranks, which is great for us, but I think that leadership in the middle is definitely going to be a good addition going into the Championship League. Now we've got Wigan coming up next. They're currently in 7th in League 1. They've won 2, lost 2, and drew 1 in their last 5. Obviously, Super Mullen is the focus point here today. 26 goals. He is on an absolute tear. And hopefully we can continue that here in the third. Can he score a hat-trick to round out this one? That is the question. I don't put it past him, that's for sure. He is a superb player, scoring 7 goals in his last 3 matches. So again, his strike rate has not changed this episode. He is a goal-scoring machine, that's for sure. With the lineup that will be going in this one, we will give Samuel the opportunity to start in that left centre midfield position. So he will get his opportunity to debut here today. We are versus Wigan, who goes with a 4-2-3-1. And in our starting lineup will look like this. Samuel Gustafsson holding the jersey 32. And he will be partnered with Rathbone, Just and Dobson. Up front, we're obviously going to keep Marriott and Mullen. And in the back line, Brunt, Clearworth, Barnett and McLean, the captain. Ball into Just. Nice pass through here to Rathbone. Settles it back in here to Just. Nice pass. Back over to Dobson. He finds Samuel here. Steps back into Just. Beautiful pass to Marriott. And there's a great little ball movement there with the new centre midfielder, Samuel, getting involved in that one. And again, Just with the final pass. Look at that. Pass back, straight down the middle. Marriott runs a beautiful line. And he just finds the corner net. A great start here. We are 7 minutes in, and we've currently got that 1 point advantage. Rathbone sliding across here, trying to put some pressure on. 20 goals so far in 25 matches here in League 1. So we talked about, Mullen's on a 26 goal tear. You've got Marriott, who's also on a 20. So they're both, if we didn't have Paul Mullen there, he could be the top goal scorer of the season. It's definitely been all goals with the strikers this season as well. A couple of goals from our centre midfield, but it's really been all up to them. And unfortunately, Samuel with a lost ball there. Dobson comes up defensively, ball through to Just. That's a nice play there by Dobson. Finds Marriott here, steps on the outside, but unable to get around the defender. Ball going wide here to the right-hand side. Barnett pushing down. He does miss cue, but he does recover. Nice play there by Barnett. Ball to Rathbone. Back in to Samuel. Settles himself down to Just. Steps back. Nice ball down to Mullen. Tries to get around the defender. Unable to do so. Smith with the ball here for Wigan. Down the middle. McLean's going to have to slide across. Smith with the ball here down the left-hand side. Does get in front. No, he doesn't. Brunt sliding in here. Oh, Okonkwo with a beautiful save. It's not over yet. Wigan with the ball. Nice play there defensively by Barnett. Ball out to Just here. Settling it. He's got Dobson down to Rathbone. Gets on the outside of his defender. Nice play there by Rathbone. Sets himself. Takes a shot. Are you kidding me? Oliver Rathbone with his second. And what a second that one is. Beautiful shot from outside the box. Defence kind of peeled away from him. Left him wide open. They're too busy about Mullen and Marriott. And he just hooks it into that corner. What a great shot there by Rathbone. He's obviously been in tremendous form, Rathbone, more of a distributor over recent times, but it's good to see another goal marked against his name. Now we got Rathbone and Marriott pushing down defensively at the moment. Nice steal there by Marriott. Mullen with the ball, down to Just. Settles it, back to Mullen. Oh, what a play there. Mullen and Just. Great combination. Just slows the play down, waits for Mullen to get himself back in position. And we've got that 3-point advantage here before the break. Look at this, settles it, 3 defenders around him. He finds Mullen with a nice pass. And he gets it under the keeper's arm for the third of the match. A dominating display here for Wrexham, being that Wigan are in seventh position. So they're definitely no slouch in this campaign. But have a look at that. 27 goals in 28 matches for Mullen. He is almost a goal a match here in League One. Phenomenal form. Beautiful pass there from Just, but unfortunately cut off there by the defender. Mullen sliding across here. Can he get there? Unfortunately, a little bit aggressive there. Could have been dangerous. And he almost got there to block that one. And we're going to go into the break. We've got that 3-point advantage, but as mentioned, what phenomenal form by the front three. Just, Marriott and Mullen. Throw Rathbone in there as well. He's been phenomenal in this one. And this fine form continues here in the late in the season. Barnett through to Just here. Nice play. Ball down to Mullen. Can he get it there? Shot, but unfortunately just wide. He was fine for that one, just couldn't get across quick enough. We will do a switch out here with Marriott going to the bench. As mentioned in the last one, we will give Mofal the opportunity to, showcase what he can do and continue his development. Ball goes down here. Mofal pushing down at the moment, unable to get in front of that. Barnett almost got a foot to that. Just is going to have to slide. No, Clearworth will as well. Dobson pushing across. Such an underrated player, Dobson. He doesn't do anything flashy, but defensively, he has come up aces for us. I think a real pillar in our defensive line has been Dobson. Ball goes wide out here. McLean pushing down. Same with Samuel. Gustafsson. Ball goes out here. Gustafsson needs to slide across. Unfortunately, can't get a foot to it. McLean. Nice play there, but unfortunately, once again, defensively, Wigan are able to push us off in their attack, but we get the ball here. Gustafsson straight down the middle, finds Just, who's a little bit more pacey. Ball down to Mullen. He's got Mo down the middle, but unfortunately, the pass just a little bit too far forward on that one, but nice ball movement. Mullen keeps it here. Back to Just. Can't get it past the defender. McLean's going to have to push down here. Smith with the ball. Out to the wing of Ramsey. Smith currently making a breakdown. Brunt overcommits on that one. And for Wigan, I think Smith has been their most dangerous player for sure down that left-hand side. The ball goes back to him here. McLean has done a good job to keep him quiet enough where he hasn't scored a goal, but I think he's the one that's the real difference maker for Wigan at the moment. You got Mullen having a slide across. McLean's out of position. Smith into the middle. We able to get the ball here. Rathbone fine for it. He does pick it up. Ball out to McLean. Down to Gufferson. Back across to Mofal. He finds Mullen. Oh, pass cut off there. Just need a little bit more power on that one. Dobson underneath it. Back to Dobson here. Down to Just. Settles himself. Little chip over the top to Mullen. Keeper coming out. We've got 6 minutes left here in the final half of the match. Ball back to the keeper here. Defensively, we're putting enough pressure on. Just is going to be underneath this. Should be able to head it down to Samuel. Takes a shot. Probably should have passed it to foul there. He was in a better position. But Samuel wanted to get his first goal in his first match here for Wrexham. We will do a switch out here late for Bolton coming on. Not the ideal time for him to get the game opportunity, but we'll at least do it. At least have some minutes. The ball goes down here at the moment. Just pushing down. Same with Mullen. Sliding across. Almost gets in front of that one. And that's going to be it for here. We do pick up the victory. It is another clean sheet here, which is phenomenal here in League One. We have been on an absolute tear in attack, but our defence is probably the thing I'm most proud of. We've been able to keep some clean sheets, which is great to see. 3-0, and a 65-35 split on possession. Elijah Just, our man of the match, with 10 out of 10. And he has really found himself in that cam position. Now, looking at the transfer window, we've got Roberts, we've got Mason, who currently have loan offers, but we've got Shepherd, who has that deal coming through from Romeo. And it is for that $1 million. So we will accept that one for Shepherd. Obviously, it's going to boost our cash flow. And I think we've got enough resources in the centre mid to be able to cover that. But the big news out of this one is Dominic Russell. He has had a deal offer come through from Arsenal. They want him. And as I mentioned at the start of the series, if a big club come knock in for one of our youth academy players or any player in the team, then we'll have to give him the opportunity to go play for, the big clubs. So the offer has been 2.8. I think that's a little bit low. That is his market value. I think we can get a little bit more. So we will look to potentially do that in the next episode. But disappointing that we potentially might lose him here, being that he is our superstar that come through the youth academy. But it is what it is. That's what happens in real life. You're a small club and one of the big ones come along and snatch up your talent. Obviously, we'll get a pretty penny for that at the same time. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Make sure you do hit that like button, as it does help the channel grow. If you're new around here and want to catch the series, make sure you subscribe. And if you haven't watched any of the episodes previously, in the middle of the screen, the playlist will be popping up for you. Once again, appreciate all the support. Thanks for watching.